On my neck when I got it on me, and I remember I was broke.
I've been sipping on this juice and I just hit him for his brick. I'm tripping off my chili and I ain't tripping off no bitch. Said money isn't everything, some stupid ass shit, cause I ain't never had no problems that the chili couldn't fix. I'm out here getting money, spent that chili on my bitch. I heard he wanted issues, so I bought some extra clips. If it's pressure, I got extras, put a body on my stick. She said she found somebody else, she find that nigga in that ditch. My little bitch kinda toxic, but I love her, she can't breathe without me. Hate when she alone, she swear that she can't sleep without me. Let her play her part to the letter, hard to be without me. Ex is still broke, says she can't afford to bleed without me. Broke baby mama, the only thing that she gon' be without me. Keep it in the tuck, I'm a shooter, they gon' see about me. Shoot your left eye for the chili, how I creep about me. Tell her best friends I'm getting money when they speak about me. Swear to God, oh, bitch, chilled up, 100 on the ground by the pound, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, chopper with a drum, 100 rounds, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, 100 on the ground by the pound, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, chopper with a drum, 100 rounds, told him pick him up. Now I've been gone for a minute, let me remind that nigga. Mr. 40 to your fade and push your line back, nigga. Got his zone where he sleep, ain't hard to find that nigga. Or he a NASCAR fan, a Glock could dry that nigga. Got the lows for the cheap, put them hoes on the street. You acting bold on IG, well I crash and repeat. Don't let that bitch hype you up, I leave you cold in the street. K lift the nigga up, so I'll blow it at his feet. Put a body on my bitch and my switch like they best friends. Call of Duty guns ain't got no FNs. They say be the bigger person, some shit I can't let live. Headshots to change your mind, ain't thinking about no best shit. My whip from overseas, my weed is domestic. Beat a nigga like a bitch, like I'm trying to go domestic. The guns don't test it, write the name, you got that message. Bring that drama where you live, it's like the young and the restless. Swear to God, oh, bitch, chilled up, 100 on the ground by the pound, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, chopper with a drum, 100 rounds, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, 100 on the ground by the pound, told him pick him up. Oh, bitch, chilled up, chopper with a drum, 100 rounds, told him pick him up. Oh,
hoes on the street, acting bold on IG, I crash and repeat, nigga. 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me, and I remember I was broke, I never let him homie.
Man, we in this thing like cook cracking this thing, man. It's a beautiful Sunday going into the new year, man. I hope everybody is having an amazing holiday season. Hope everybody is taking the time to spend with their family and their loved ones. Get up off all the drama and get into some actual famuality. You feel me? That's family time, famuality. We got Joe Budden crashing out on Charleston White for missing an interview. Let's get into this content. Let's go. Shout out to Chicks Move.
Chicks Move. Appreciate all the coverage that you been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribe to your shit too, bro.
Charleston White is learning a very valuable lesson. Sometimes in life, there's people out there that would not tolerate your bullshit, which in turn will cost you money and opportunities. Now, I'm sure you guys all know Charleston White, very controversial figure. Every time I post about Charleston White on my channel, you guys always give me mixed reviews about it. Some of you really love Charleston White and what he says and everything he stands for. Meanwhile, some of you guys do not rock with him and you guys actually plead for me to stop posting him. Charleston White has made a living by trash-talking rappers and also antagonizing them. He's had many confrontations with different rappers at different events. Almost every other month, Charleston White is getting arrested for some random incidents he was in. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not all negative with Charleston White. He talks a lot about how to uplift the black community, but most times, those positive conversations are outweighed by the negative things he does, which always baffles me because Charleston White doesn't have to do all these antics he does. Now, granted, it does
Charleston
get him
White
attention.
actually does have to do all the antics that he does, because before Charleston White was this polarizing figure that was infamous that we all know, he was actually a community advocate for black people and all that kind of stuff, but didn't nobody really care about what he had to say. And he was preaching for the betterment of the black community, and nobody really cared about anything that he was talking about. Once he started becoming infamous in a controversial topic, a controversial figurehead, things become a lot more interesting for Charleston White, and now he has this revenue that's been allowing him to live how he lives. Now, Charleston White does a lot of buffoonery, skullduggery, and larceny on camera, but off the camera, Charleston White is a huge benefit
to his neighborhood and to his community. He stayed doing giveaways, give backs, book drives, all kind of stuff for the kids and blah, blah, blah. So the character of Charleston White is definitely infamous and nobody really cares for it. But who he is as a human being, off camera, when it comes to giving back to his community, can be saluted. So, this is back and forth.
People want to bring him to their platform, which obviously puts money in his pockets, but it's a very dangerous game. If you guys remember what Tekashi 6ix9ine was back in 2017, 2018, it's very similar to Charleston White. Some people love him, some people don't like him, while other people are watching for the train wreck. Now, Joe Budden apparently was going to have Charleston White on his podcast. Earlier this year, Joe Budden was on Instagram Live when his co-host Imani told him, bro, get Charleston White up here. Trust me, the numbers are gonna shoot through the roof. At the time, Joe wasn't too sure. He seemed very iffy about it.
See, Akbar, I need to interview like Akbar. Somebody got to turn me up. Cat Will got me. We got to figure it out. They can turn me up. We got to think of them. And I mean, turn us up. Come on. We got to get the fucking Kevin Hart response.
You got to bring Charleston White up. What?
You think that'll do it? You think Charleston White, he would just say some shit. Look, that's clout chasing. That's nasty. You nasty. And you a fan of Charleston White. You nasty. No.
Charleston White is somebody who you want to have on your platform, though. He's for. We're all in this for the ticks and the clicks at this point. We're all in this for the ticks and the clicks. So Charleston White, he gives you ticks and clicks.
All right, I'm out.
But looks like Joe eventually changed his mind and actually had Charleston White booked to come on the podcast. Now, there's one main issue with having controversial figures on your podcast. They have multiple beefs with random people. Sometimes those random people are people that's close to you or people that you're cool with. For example, Tasha K. Joe Budden flew Tasha K out to his podcast and actually interviewed her. Tasha K and Cardi B do not rock with each other. They actually went to court and she owes Cardi B a lot of money. Joe's got
like a couple million
relationship with Cardi B. Cardi B was not rocking with the idea of Joe interviewing Tasha K. And Cardi was very vocal about it. So, you guys know what Joe Budden did? He stashed the interview and never put it out. Now, the same thing happened with the Charleston White interview. After Joe Budden booked Charleston White for the interview, that was around the time when Gilly's son passed away. Rest in peace. Charleston White went on social media to not only disrespect Gilly, but also disrespect his son that passed away. This then prompted Joe Budden to reschedule his interview with Charleston White. Yesterday, Charleston White was on Jeff Teague's podcast, Club 520, and he spoke on it. Here's what he said.
Podcast happened this year. One of your favorites, Dr. Umar Joe Budden.
Yeah. Joe Budden had booked me. Then, I made some comments about Cassie and Diddy was getting high, freaking, fucking, and fighting like most people do in the ghetto. He didn't want to interview me after that.
That can make somebody not want to interview you after that. I can see how that could be a conflict of interest.
You got the possible.
I say, if I got $1 billion, you can't tell me what I can do with my bitch. And me and my bitch been doing this for 12 years. We like to get high, fucking fight. Yeah, no matter how extreme y'all think the fight. And you see it all the time in the ghetto with our uncles and our aunties starting out getting drunk. Fight on the weekend. So Joe Budden pulled me from that podcast. But yeah, I seen Dr. Umar Johnson and Joe Budden.
Yeah, man, we gotta get Dr. Umar on this podcast.
Now, as this clip started to make its round on social media, Joe Budden called Cap and wanted to address the situation. Joe said, I didn't push the Charleston White interview back because of his Puff comments. Puff is grown. I rescheduled because he was talking about someone's dead son right after he was murdered. It was too fresh for me at the time. Peace and love to all. Some things should come before views to me. Now, props to Joe for taking a stand against Charleston White. I'm not even going to play what Charleston White said about Gilly's son. It was all very disgusting and very distasteful. And I think it was the right move. I think Joe would have gotten a lot of backlash, not only from fans of hip-hop, but also his colleagues. Gilly and Joe Budden have a lot of mutual friends. So obviously, not only was Joe not trying to offend Gilly, but also he did not want to be the guy that platforms the person that's dissing somebody's dead son. Now, that's not to say that Joe does not make this interview happen sometime next year. Joe said the interview was rescheduled, not canceled. This is the kind of risk you run when you want to interview somebody controversial. Charleston White has been talking about dead people, whether it's rappers or people he just doesn't rock with, for the last 4 or 5 years. And I'm sure next year is going to be more of the same. That's the kind of content that's been making Charleston White money, and I don't think it's going to change. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Joe's quick response back to Charleston White? Would you guys like to see Charleston White on the Joe Budden podcast? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
I think that Charleston White would do amazing on the Joe Budden podcast. I think that it would go viral. I think that it would do exactly what we all needed to do as far as a Charleston White interview. Him matching up with Joe Budden. I think that Joe Budden would ask the questions that we really want to get answers to. I think that everything would go the way that we can kind of see it going for the benefit of the Joe Budden podcast and all that kind of stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. I think that Charleston White would do amazing on the Joe Budden podcast. I think that'd be something that we will all enjoy seeing and all that. But y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest is free. I have new Angel Tweets free. We are gone.